Well, here we are at Universal Singapore. This is my second Universal park outside of Florida, so third Universal park ever. So let's go in. And just like that, I am in. Got a new park credit. Also, very weird, there was no bag check, no security at all. Granted, this is like a resort island, so it takes a while to get here, but still, that was kind of really odd for a you know, world-class theme park to not have security. Oh, I had no idea. Interesting, they have a cover here as well, just like the Japanese parks. And they have a monorail here, but it's part of the resort, not part of the park itself. Wow, that's a long line for guest services. Anyway, I got Express. I don't know if I'll need it, but let's go redeem it. Wow, this like Hollywood Boulevard area is tiny. It's so weird. It's so short. I love it. Oh, I love the Hollywood sign at the end. That's cool. Oh, and we got the Sesame Street characters coming out. Oh my gosh, Oscar the Grouch. That looks awesome. I love it. I have to admit, the character attendants were pretty aggressive just now. Like, I wasn't walking. You know, Oscar was walking toward me, and she like deliberately stood in my way, like between me and Oscar. That was kind of weird. Anyway, onward. I think my first ride would be I want to make it the Canopy Flyers to get that credit, because it's not valid for Express. So time to walk all the way to the back of the park. So far, I do like the opening midway is pretty nice. Wow, that looks weird. We've got what's it called, Battlestar Galactica there with the mummy stuff to the left of it, and Mel's drive it. Wow, it's Mel's sign is blue. It's not red. That is so weird. Also over here, there was their what's it called, Madagascar ride on the left over there. And supposedly, I'm not quite sure what they're doing with it. It's either going to be a Super Nintendo World or a what's it called? A Harry Potter Wizarding World. So this is their Sesame Street Dark Ride, Spaghetti Space Chase. Smells really good. Smells like burgers here. Wow, the brown derby is weird on the left side over here. And it's also weird that they allow people with like tripods and stuff like that. You don't see that too much in the US parks. Wow, this park is so weirdly laid out. Oh, they have Sting Alley, cool. You may want to walk through Sting Alley. Okay, so this is the lights, camera, action. This is like a stunt show, not a stunt show, like a special effects show. I'll pick that up later. Wow, and their library looks so nice. Like, there's so much detail. And their New York facade behind the library is like, they don't have one. I am loving this cover here. It's so weird how New York is like laid out so differently. Because like in Universal Florida, this is like heading toward backstage area. But here we're heading to Sci-Fi Land, home of Transformers and Battlestar Galactica. Dang, Transformers is already at a 40-minute wait. Holy crap. Oh, they have an evac photo op, that's cool. And there goes the human side of Battlestar Galactica. It looks like they're not dueling right now. Oh, it's empty. There's Accelerator, which is basically Storm Force Teletron. Wow, this thing is so slow. So it is a launched lift hill. So this is Cylon and humans on this side. Looks like human is running empty right now. Ah, this is so overwhelming. There's so much going on right now. I have to admit, some of the back areas, like yeah, how you can see them from back here, don't look good. So they have lockers here. I'm not sure you have to pay to use them or not. Because I think this is one of those coasters where they have to, what's it called? Make sure you have nothing in your pockets. Wow, this area looks so nice. The theming here, okay, this might be my favorite land because of how amazing the theming is here. Like, it's so over the top. This is huge. So here's Treasure Hunters. It's kind of like a car ride. And this is, what's it called? Standby only, so I need to prioritize riding this as well. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shows that aren't playing or aren't being shown right now, which kind of stinks. I guess this is the exit for Mummy. And here is the Jurassic Park area. Oh, that's cool. They have the gates. Okay, so it doesn't look like Canopy Flyers is operating right now. I haven't seen it going. Oh wait, I hear lift running. All right. It is operating. Okay, so I'm assuming, yeah, Canopy Flyers gotta be in here because there's far, far away land. Alright, and there's River Adventure, that's their Rapids ride. Canopy Flyers, here we are. This is really weird. And the fire engine access road. Aha. Let's go. Alright, just got off of Canopy Flyers and that was fun. I got 2 rides in. One forward, one back. The forward is just fine. The backwards is where it's at, because you don't, since I'm not familiar with the layout, the surprise forces are pretty fun. Not as good as Backdrop in Hollywood Dream for what's it called? Universal Japan though. That one's still, the backwards on that is still better. But it was interesting because like they have a seatbelt for kids who cannot fit in the what's it called? The lap bar. So that was actually kind of fun. And they dispatched 2 cars at a time. It's a terrible capacity ride. That's why I came and rope dropped that first. So now I'm gonna go do a Battlestar Galactica, and I think this will actually be my, well, right now one of them will be my 350th credit. That's gonna be fun. But anyway, because I want to get a front row ride, and Express does not include front row. But yeah, definitely, if I don't know if they take requests, but especially for Canopy Flyers, but especially during right now where it's still a walk-on, everyone's riding Transformers. It is really easy to request the row. Be like, I want row 2, so you're sitting backwards. But yeah, row 2 is where it's at. It's so much fun. Yeah. Good ride, dual loading station, or like they load 2 cars at the same time. Very good ride. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it way more than I expected, especially more so in the back row, facing backwards. It's really interesting because going backwards, going to the back of the ride, you actually see some of the rest of the land, and they have like a mini like Camp Cretaceous area, like in Islands of Adventure, kind of like a little mini playground, but it's not really a playground. It's like a play area, but it's not really like playground stuff to do. But it's themed well, so it's like they have like eggs and stuff like that, you know, kids can play around with. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back for this. I did notice that Canopy Flyers had a single rider entrance. I did not see that, but it was roped off, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to use it or not. But yeah. Anyway, onward. I think I'll do humans first. Alright, so I was able to ride the human side. It was rattly. It was alright. I feel like in the back it might be a little bit better, but I got the front row. They do things weird. So they have one locker over their area. Lockers are free. It's weird because you have to put in your date of birth twice in a favorite color. So I'm used to the American way of doing date of birth. So it's like month, date, year. But here it's day, month, year. So it throws me off. I keep wanting to put like my month first as opposed to the date first. But yeah, anyway, that was fine. They apparently, so Express, they say that you're not allowed to request front row, but you know, apparently they don't care. They don't really care if you request the front row or not. So in the Express line. Anyway, they also do things really weird because they have like a they load you, like they hold you at the grouper area and then let you in that way. Anyway, I need to eat real quick. Well, because I got in line for a Cylon and it went down, so now I'm gonna go eat first. Alright, for lunch today we've got chicken katsu fried rice. I think this is called like a heavenly peach and like jasmine tea. I tried it, actually really good. And I don't know what dessert this is, but it looks pretty good. I got it because it looked good and it looked pretty cool. But yeah, this chicken katsu fried rice looks kind of weird. I was expecting more katsu. It's like a half portion katsu. I got an egg, and I got some roe here as well, which I'm a sucker for roe. And then they also have this deal where it's like, I think if you show your receipt here to one of the stands outside, you get like a $7 ice cream, which is full price. I think it's like $10. But as long as you get there before 5, apparently they close at 5, so that's good to know. So I may go and take that deal because it looked like it's like a peach ice cream. It looked pretty good. But yeah, we'll see if I remember that. So in this restaurant, behind this curtain is the meet and greet for Optimus or Megatron. So apparently this is Optimus. And it's really funny hearing the audio into this restaurant. His voice sounds different. It sounds off.
The time has come for you to step forward to show your bravery.
It's just so funny how much the audio bleeds here. Also, exposed wire. I don't know if you can see it. The blue is really weird, but there's some exposed wire right here. It looks pretty not good. I don't know if the other ones have it, but this one has exposed wire. There's some wire poking out right over there as well. Really odd for a theme park to have like exposed wire like this. Anyway, some thoughts about Battlestar Galactica. It's a at least the human side, it was a good ride. The Cylon side, it went down on me while I was in line. It's weird because the downstairs queue area was air conditioned, but upstairs didn't have as good of air conditioning. Like, it had fans up there, so it got really hot. They were only wanting one train for a Cylon, and their dispatches weren't the best. Like, it was maybe like 3 to 5 minute dispatches, so it could be better. But yeah, so now instead of Sideline being my 350 credit, I kind of want to do something fun and have the roller skater be my 350. But yeah, I do the key was kind of weird too because it's like themed, and then when you look up, it's really unthemed. It really reminded me of a Horror Nights house in the queue. At least the upstairs part. I don't really remember too much from the downstairs part. But yeah, it was bad. The dispatches on the Sideline side were really bad, so I got to get back on that. So one interesting thing was that when Sideline went down, both sides of Battlestar Galactica went down, which was kind of weird. I thought maybe like one side would go down. It was really interesting because right before it went down, some guests got off and they were like looking at their arms. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe the guest hurt his arms or something. But he got ushered to like the child swap area, and that's when it went down. And as I was leaving, both the human and the Sideline side were dumping the queue. Well, they weren't really dumping the queue, but they said extended downtime for both sides. But I was like, hey, I have Express. I'll come back for it. I don't want you to wait. You know. But yeah, very weird. So one thing I do commend them for is having like wooden utensils that are really thin and be biodegradable. So that's really nice. I think it might be like a Singapore thing. I'm not sure if it's actually a Universal thing, or maybe a Sentosa thing. Who knows? But yeah, this Universal is not owned by Universal. It's like franchise. So it's really run by the Sentosa group. So it's kind of weird. Also, this was really good. The chicken katsu fried rice. It had a really good garlic flavor, and I love garlic. Like, I'm a slut for garlic. So that was incredible. I loved it. If this was in the States, I would get it like every day. This would be my go-to dish. This was okay. The dessert, I thought it would be mango, but it didn't really taste like mango. I don't know what it was. It could have been mango, but it didn't really taste like it. But yeah, overall, great meal. You know, shockingly for the lunch rush, this is really light. Like, there's no one waiting for food right now. It's like 1:15, so I am shocked. Also, I'm not a fan of the middle thing right there. It's like a printed on piece of like, looks like electricity that's just flashing. Anyway, time to move on. Oh, that's neat, I never noticed this. This little overhead area. I wonder why they have like motion sensors underneath here. It's kind of weird. I really like this area. This area really reminds me of like Universal Japan. Okay, now that's really cool. On the other side, so this side, looking from here, it looks like it is a sci-fi theme, but on this side it's like all bricks and everything. That's a cool transition. I just like turned around and saw it. That was really cool. I like that transition. Very seamless. So I think this is like their Louis, like their Italian area. It's so weird how they have like a covered area here and a covered area over there. But there's like this blank area with no cover there. Oh, I think this is maybe extended queue for the Sesame Street ride. I feel like there should be a show here, or maybe not. I love how you hear like jackhammering in their future expansion area. It's like really loud. Like it's really killing the vibe here. That jackhammering is extremely loud. Holy crap. It's like overpowering the background music. Alright, so because there's construction going on here, we gotta take this little small skinny path to go around. Oh, that's neat. I like the little statue here. So here's the waterfront area. I feel like there should be a show here, like a fountain show or something. Oh, it looks like Battlestar came back up. I gotta say, this lagoon is tiny. I thought it'd be much bigger. Like, I thought it'd be like the size of like Universal Florida's lagoon, but it is like a pond. So I feel like this park really reminds me of like, this is like the Hong Kong Disneyland of Universal parks. Like, it's a small park, doesn't have too many attractions. Doesn't have too many attractions, and it was built like right before the big park, you know, like, which is in Disney's case Shanghai Disneyland, and in Universal's case it is Universal Beijing, where it has like all the high-tech rides and everything. Very weird. Anyway, I think I want this to be my 350th credit. Because you can't go wrong with a Shrek themed roller coaster as a milestone roller coaster. So I'm okay with that, because I love me some Shrek. In my I like having funny milestone coasters. Like my 250 was the what's it called, SPF Visa at the island, the SPF Visa spinner at the island in Pigeon Forge. This park is very picturesque, like it's very photogenic. I do give them that. So here, oh my gosh, that looks bad. They need to really refurb this castle. It looks like it's falling apart. Holy crap. So the castle looks great, but they need to like power wash it or something like that. It's looking not good. So this is far, far away, the castle. So unfortunately, this looks like it'll be an incredible ride with the facade and everything. Okay, they are doing some work on the facade. Good, because this thing looks like, does not look good. They really need to, they really needed to do some work on this castle, because it looks like it's like falling apart. Like just like black no-do marks over there. Looks like it's cracking. So unfortunately, you see this and you think, oh, there's got to be a really good ride there, but in reality it's just Shrek 4D. It is, I think, the last Shrek 4D, so there's that. Anyway, I think this is the ride. So this is going to be my 350th coaster. We ride on Donkey's Dragon. This tree is really blocking the area, the way. Enchanted Airways. I love it. I'm excited. Let's go. And here it is, my 350th roller coaster. I love it. Ooh, I love the Zero car. Or not the Zero car, the head car. That's really cool. I love the airline references here. It's pretty funny. fun. There was actually a lot of stuff to look at on this ride while riding. Like they had a bunch of like props along the ride path. Like there were, right before you go up the lift hill, there was a Pinocchio. I think it was an animatronic, but like I caught it the last moment because like I heard the audio of Pinocchio talking and I turned and I saw him there, but I wasn't sure if his nose grew or not. There are a couple. I think they had like the Big Bad Wolf animatronic, but it didn't seem like it was moving. Yeah, it was interesting. They had like the three blind mice, but I only saw one blind mice. Right on top of the station, there were the three. Oh, this is neat. The three. What's it called? The pigs that have the straw, the wooden, and the other house, the brick house up there. Sounds kind of neat. Anyway, so I'm gonna go around and knock out some of these rides while I'm going through. I'll do Shrek 4D later. I can do some of the rides that I haven't done yet. So I'll do a Puss in Boots Giant Journey. Looks pretty interesting. It's another coaster that looks really unique if it's open. So it looks like it's not open. I see oh yeah, they're doing rock work. Yeah, it's down. Dang. This has one less credit for me to get. What the heck is this? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, so here they have like, oh, this is Donkey Live over there. So they have a meet and greet with Gingy, and oh, the dance for Magic Beans look interesting. So the donkey, I think Donkey Live, I think it's like a Turtle Talk Refresh kind of thing. Whoa, there are a lot of pretty cool detail inside these windows. That's neat. I also like how this is kind of like a mini like Hollywood land. I love the far, far away sign. With the music and everything, this is awesome. So here is a another roller coaster. I had no idea this thing was down, so that's unfortunate. Because it looked like a really interesting ride. Oh, and over there is Waterworld, which Waterworld is not operating today, and I don't think it's operated for a while. Since I think probably since like before COVID. That's the last time it operated. But yeah, I don't know why you opened that door. Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, this area is weird, but I love it. For a park that doesn't have How to Train Your Dragon, they have a lot of How to Train Your Dragon merch here. Oh wow, and it's actually, wow, it's actually branded Universal Singapore. I'm shocked that it's not just generic How to Train Your Dragon merch. Anyway, this is the gift shop exit for Shrek 4D. And they have this little thing. This is the indoor Ferris wheel ride. I don't know if adults could ride this. It just looks so fascinating. Seeing this here in a theme park. Like I bet this thing gets a ton of weight, like when people come out of the shows. This is kind of weird. In the gift shop they have like a food stand which isn't open. Very odd. No way, they have Shrek waffles. That is incredible. I absolutely love it. That blows Mickey waffles out of the water any day. Oh, these portions look pretty cool. That's kind of neat. Oh, they have a blue meet and greet. That's neat. Gotta go meet Blue.
Oh, we already have a rapper named Blue. Yes? JJ? That's a good name. Any other name? Don't get shot now. Any other names? Let's see. Okay. Any other names? BB. BB. Pitu. Pitu. Any other names? Lee. Reed. Green. Green. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow me to reintroduce the newest member of the Jurassic World family, Deanna. Like Dino. I like where you was going with that. So, hope I spelled that right. Since you were the first one to help me come up with a name, would you like to take the photo?
Yes.
All right, come right here. And don't worry, everyone.
That was kind of neat.
If you would like to take a photo, I'm gonna start a queue.
So unlike Florida's version, where they just pick a kid to name it, here they just tell the guests to name a bunch of names, and then they get to pick it, what name they want. Anyway, I guess I'll go do the water ride now. Get that over with. I am kind of dreading this because I don't want to get wet. Oh wow, it's a 70-minute wait, dang. So here is their water ride. I don't know if you need to put your bags in a locker or anything, but we'll find out. So here's the Jurassic Park River Rapids ride. So it looks like putting your bags in lockers is optional here, which is nice. So if you don't mind getting your bags wet, you can bring it on the ride. So that's nice. But if you wanted to keep it dry, they have lockers for like $4 Singapore dollars, I think it was. But yeah, I don't care about my bags getting wet, so they're coming with me. I love that.
Seat on our queue ready. Please step down if you are doing so. Thank you.
I love the audio in the queue saying like, oh, because of the storm, you know, it's theming, but it makes it seem like it's real. Like there's actually a storm here that happened in Universal Singapore. That's kind of nice. So Jurassic Park, the River Rapids ride was something. It's weird. So you're in like different pods. So you see like they're in groups of 3 inside the raft. So it does flex around while you're on the ride and like going down the drop. Speaking of the drop was really steep. I was shocked how steep that was. It wasn't very long though. Also, you see those, I think the Dilophosaurs, the ones that spit at you way in the back. They aren't working. Like they spit at you, but they don't move their head around. So that kind of defeats the purpose. There are a lot of like animatronics that weren't working. A lot of stuff that are like really half-assed almost in terms of like the way they theme things. Like it's almost not quite the level of theming of, you know, Universal. So it's a little off. It's still a fun ride though. I'm glad I didn't go down the drop backwards. Some people got drenched. So I'm glad I didn't. But overall, it is a fun ride. To me, it's a one and done because I don't want to risk getting like completely drenched. I did get my feet got a little wet. What's interesting is you have to hold your bag when you're in this ride. If you bring your bags with you, you have to like put them in your lap, which is kind of weird. I thought you gotta like put them on the ground or like there's like a spot in the middle we would put them, but nope, you gotta hold them on your lap. But overall, it's a pretty well done ride in terms of like the animatronics. They have a lot of exposed, what's it called? Exposed like speakers. There we go. But yeah, overall, I would say It is the most unique river adventure ride, but this it's not the best. Definitely the other. This might be the worst in terms of like the shape it's in. You know, like you can see like behind the Dilophosaurs, they put like camo netting behind it to hide the mechanisms behind their neck, and you can see that clearly on the ride. They had like an upside down like Jurassic Park Jeep that from one side it looks fine, but once you pass it, you can tell it's just hollow. It's basically just a facade, you know. So it doesn't look that good. But I do feel for the team members here. They have to like talk to people like who speak different languages and everything. So I feel for them to do that because it's way worse here than like at, you know, Orlando or any other Universal park. Because there's so many languages being spoken here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a good ride though, but not 100% quite to the level of Universal quality. Like, there's some stuff that were working, that were fine, and some that weren't. Oh, I also love this. You can throw away your ponchos here. So one cool thing is that in the ponchos, in the queue, they actually sold ponchos, which is genius. Genius thing to do. It's so ponchos in the queue. I also noticed a lot of the on-ride photos were not working, which is really weird. Anyway, here's a gift shop. Oh, I love how they're selling fans, because it is hot here. Also, it looks like there's something, they're doing it now, but before when I got here to rope drop it, they weren't trimming on this mid-course break for Canopy flyers. But it sounded like, I didn't really see it, but it sounded like they were actually trimming now that they're actually operating with all the, with a full queue and everything. It's weird how they have these roped off, so unless they're not working, which, judging by the duct tape, they aren't. That's lost revenue right there. I do like the look of the Jurassic Park spinner here. It actually looks good. A little bit faded. So you see that noise, it sounds like it is slowing it down a bit. It could use a little refresh. Some of the paint's a little faded, but not terrible though. Also, one unfortunate thing about the ride is I did not see or notice a Barbasol can like they have in the other rides.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed your tour. All of us at the Jurassic Park Rapid Adventure hope to see you again soon. And enjoy the rest of your day here at Jurassic Park.
So, one cool thing about it is that it's themed to like a flood. So when you're in the elevator going up,
we hope you enjoyed your tour. All of us at the Jurassic Park Rapid Adventure hope to see you again soon.
so when you're in an elevator going up, I guess it's simulating the water rising due to a flash flood. And as you're rising, you actually see the T-Rex right above you. So you're rising toward the T-Rex. But unfortunately, at least on the left, our left side drop track area, they actually were not, it wasn't operating. So that T-Rex was just static, which was very unfortunate. So this helix is actually kind of intense. You actually pull some strong G's, stronger than anticipated G's on this thing. That's pretty cool. Oh, I guess this is the that leads to Waterworld. And it looks like here used to be maybe an upcharge attraction. Looks like the Amber Rock Climb, so it's like a rock climbing attraction. They have like a little raptor's nest like area right here for photo ops. And there's like a high-pitched noise going on over there. I don't know what it is, but it's really weird. Yeah, there's some like really high-pitched noise coming from over here. Probably got something to do with what's going on over here. Like they have a lot of like exposed backstage areas from here. Like you can see the back of that wall, that exit sign leading to like the back of the area. It's still a fun park though. But you can tell it feels different at certain, like the quality. I would have loved to see this place in its heyday, like right when it first opened. Everything was new, nothing was broken. That would have been pretty cool. So one thing that's nice about Universal Singapore is that they sell coconut water out of a coconut. That's pretty neat. Oh, this thing's adorable. I love it. The little baby pterodactyls up top. Very adorable ride. That thing's cute.
Because velociraptors
Got
can
the
smell
blue
up to
thing.
a mile away, and not just anything up to a mile away, also fear up to a mile away. So once Blue can smell someone's fear, she gets a little aggressive, and you cannot blame her for that. She survives. Velociraptors are predators again. They need to find their own food, right? They hunt for food to survive. If they did not have that natural instinct or that really good nose, they will not be able to survive in the wild by themselves. Oh, there we go, group of 3. Now Blue's going to be able to tell if anyone is scared, one of these people are scared, she will be able to tell and get a little bit aggressive. If not, she will just be very, very neutral. Okay, very good. Look at that brave girl. Now, you know what? I just want to show you what I mean by a great sense of smell velociraptors have, especially Blue right here. For that, I'll need 2 brave volunteers. Volunteering yourself. Okay, come on over now. Come on over. All right. These 2 ladies, come on over this way. All right, what's your name, ma'am? Sorry? Bridget. Where are you from, Bridget? From Australia. Come on over, man. On my right here. What's your name? Amelia. Where are you from, Amelia? From Singapore. Why don't we put our hands together for 2 very brave and young volunteers this afternoon? You know what we're going to do? Okay, Bridget and Amelia, right? We're going to see if Blue can tell the difference between your scent and yours. Okay, just hold on 1 second. Let's get a piece of cloth. Wait a second. What's going on? Okay, all good. Safety first, guys. Alright, just make sure. Oh, please hold on. Is everything okay, Shawana? Yeah? Okay. Alright. He was acting up a little bit. Now, just notice that I'm using a pair of tongs. Don't worry, it's not a weapon, okay? I'm just using it to grab the piece of cloth because I don't want to transfer my scent onto it, okay? Only one of us out of 3 of us will. Now let's see. I don't know you guys. I don't know who's braver than the other. Do you guys know scissors, paper, stone? Can you guys play that amongst yourselves? And whoever wins gets to get roared at. Are you ready? Shall we go? And scissors, paper, stone. Oh, scissors, paper, stone. All right then, Amelia. You get to wipe your hands with this piece of cloth for 5 seconds. Go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now we're gonna go over to Blue. Let her sniff this piece of cloth and ask her whose scent this is. We all know it belongs to Amelia. you guys ready? A raptor trainer, please do not put your hand near her mouth. Okay, just a dramatic pose, that's okay. I'll take that, not too close. Whew, I mean, send in your resume, then maybe we can talk, or else safety first. As I was saying, so other animals include dogs. Anyone has dogs as pets? Anybody ever had a dog as a pet? Now, dogs can sense fears, but their natural instinct is to protect, right? They're very loyal pets. That's why they can be man's best friend. But velociraptors, not man's best friend, okay? They cannot be domesticated, and we definitely do not domesticate them over here, right? We don't make dinosaurs here in Jurassic World to domesticate them. We do that, we create our dinosaurs here just for our research, our discoveries, right? Now, if you guys were wondering how come we have dinosaurs here in the park, it's not because they've lived for millions of years. We all know that dinosaurs have been long gone extinct. But what we do here is we make them out of DNA that we found in the fossils in the deserts of Alta Mongolia. And then for Blue in particular, she's not like any other velociraptor that has ever existed. Because back then, they were never blue in color, of course, right? They were usually a greenish brown. They could blend into nature very easily, like the trees, the ground. Oh, please stay behind the line, ma'am. Thank you. Safety first. Okay, all good, all good. Oh, okay. Wow. Blue can really tell when someone's fearful, guys. No matter how big your toothpaste commercial smile might be in front of Blue, she will not be fooled, okay? Her nose is just impeccable. I'm telling you. Now, as I was saying, we mixed 3 other animal DNA along with the velociraptor DNA to make Blue. That's why she is a different color than any velociraptor that's ever existed on the face of this earth. Now, the 3 other animals are the iguana, the monitor lizard, and birds of prey. Now, can you guess which one of these 3 animals gave Blue this blue stripe? Anybody? Any guesses? Okay, who thinks it's A, the iguana, that gave Blue this beautiful blue stripe, the colorful, beautiful iguana? Who thinks it is B, the monitor lizard? Maybe these have stripes. That gave Blue this blue stripe. Anyone? Who thinks it's C, birds of prey, that gave Blue this blue stripe? Now, I know it's a very tough, very scientific question. Now, let's make it a little easier so you guys will definitely get it right. Right? You got 3 options, A, B, or C. Just think about it. What could the answer be?
Can you see me?
Who thinks it's A? Who thinks it's B? Who thinks it's C? Oh, you guys, majority got it right. You guys got it right. It is B, the monitor lizard. In fact, it's the African black-throated monitor lizard in particular that has these blue stripes on their body.
So this is the unfortunate, abandoned, currently, area of the Water World show. Oh, the restrooms here, that's nice. Oh, and a water bottle filling station. That's nice as well. But yeah, so unfortunate that this show is closed. Which, I don't know why it's closed here. It's open in Japan, so I don't think there really is a reason why this thing is closed. Besides maybe like, I don't know, staffing, or maybe it could be like, what's it called? Technical issues. Who knows? But it is unfortunate. That's interesting. They have like a cotton candy vending machine here. Wow, there's a lot of options too, dang. That's like kind of neat. You can get a monster here? That's interesting. Also, the Heaven and Earth, that stuff is good. I had that for lunch, and it did not disappoint. Anyway, I guess I'll go ride Mommy. Get a ride on that. See how different it is from Florida's. Because I'm pretty familiar with Florida's layout, especially the indoor roller coaster segment. So I'm curious to see how different it is from Florida's version. Actually, I'm gonna do the treasure hunters. Get that over with now. Let's go. Treasure hunters time. Wait a 15-minute wait. Unfortunately, Express is not offered here, and this thing has terrible capacity. But gotta do it because it looks interesting. What are those like slow moving car rides around what I hope are animatronics. But yeah, this queue does not look like it moves at all. Well, that was weird. Slow-moving car ride does not seem like it's a Universal ride at all. Seems like it belongs in Legoland. But that was really weird. What's funny is there is a sarcophagus over here that kind of moves, and you hear the, oh, that's kind of neat. You hear the area, you hear like the audio for the mummy ride saying, "Your souls are mine," right here. That's totally the audio for the mummy ride. I love it. I also love this view. Oh, that is a beautiful view for the mummy ride. Very fitting. Man, this theme, oh my goodness. They're using the video for Universal's Mummy, which is funny because it uses the Hulk's track as part of the POV. Wow, this queue is so well done compared to Florida's. Whoa, this is cool. Oh, the audio. Oh, that's cool. This queue is humongous. Oh, so it looks like we're finding a book instead of the Magi symbol for this one. This is really weird. I feel like I'm walking like a semi-backstage area. This kind of does feel like the express line for, or the old express line for Universals in Florida's Mummy, where you go up the back, and it sounds just like Florida's version. Yep, I'm on the other side of the truck. Yeah, this looks just like Florida's layout. So that was interesting. Okay, so basically the roller coaster track layout is identical to Florida's. Knowing the track layout for Florida's very well, I can safely say 100% certainty. The layout exactly the same. The airtime hill, the launch, everything's the same. I thought it'd be more like Hollywood's, but it's like Florida's. There are some changes. So instead of, they ditched the behind the scenes movie, you know, theme. So instead of having Brendan Fraser, that's all taken off. Now it's like normal. You're just in Egypt trying to find the book that will stop Intern. Oh, so it looks like the photos here are working. That's interesting. But yeah, so the first room, which is the gold room, was interesting because I was trying to see if they have the same what's it called? Easter egg to King Kong that Florida's has, but they don't. The Easter egg is gone. The first room, when you see Reggie, who is the guy in the wrapped up in the bandages or the mummy stuff, and the guy, the mummy was different. You just have a random like explorer, and he's sitting on a table, and then he's sitting up on a table, and then he sits back, and then Imhotep shows up, like he's there, he gets illuminated, and then he's like, says, all the mummy stuff before you go into the next room. Some of the effects where the walls light up are done differently here than Florida. Florida's looks better than here. Here looks, you could tell that it's just basically LEDs on the back of the wall that's lit up, so you can kind of see through like some of the symbols. So, while I got my stuff from the lockers, in the scarab room was really cool because when you hit the wall, it's all projection, it's all like a screen. So once you hit the wall cracks, and that's when all the scarabs come out. And they do spray you with water. Oh, that's cool, they have the Anubis guys out. Then when you go backwards down to that turntable, the turntable is different than Florida's. Florida's, you actually rotate clockwise. Here, you rotate counterclockwise. So that was kind of fun. I was like, whoa, we're going the other way. And they actually have physical props. So you actually see like, almost like a scrim effect, where you see like rock work, and then it lights up behind, where you actually see like physical like skeleton stuff in the back that light up, you know. And then you actually start kind of launching before you actually start going up the hill. So you it's kind of like lightning rod, where you launch a little bit forward and then you go up the hill and launch again. So that was kind of neat. Oh, that's cool. They had to have the dancer, what's it called, the jumping things. That's actually really cool. They got the jumping stilts. Anyway, I'm going to go and see if I can get a ride on Cylon now. Oh, that was almost a duel. That would have been cool. So I don't know if they're actually what's it called? Disabled the dueling here, or they're just not caring about timing. But like, this is a close duel. Anyway, let's get a Cylon ride. Okay, so more about the mummy. The fake out room, where you're about to, like, you know, in Florida it's a fake ending. Here it's basically, you see the mummy and he has like a book in front of him, and then he's like, oh, you know, not gonna get me or whatever. Then the book opens and then you blast out of the room. And then that one scene where you see like Brendan Fraser, and he's like, I would have, you know, gotten my cup of coffee. That is different. So instead of that, you actually see a sarcophagus hanging in the air, and that sarcophagus just has like, basically just has the mummy being like, oh, you think you could hold me, whatever, death is only the beginning, which is really weird, because death is only the beginning is like one of the early lines in the entire ride in Florida, which is kind of funny. But yeah, also just did Cylon. It was funky. It did the front row. It's profiled weirdly, like especially the 0G roll on the backside of this loop. It's weird. Actually, I think I like the Cylon side better, but it sucks because they're only running one train, and pulling into the station, I looked behind into the maintenance bay and there was no other train there. So I guess the other train is in maintenance, probably getting pulled apart and all that. But yeah, it's a fun ride. It's really weird. It's not something I like love, you know. Like, I like dueling dragons better than this. The launches are fun though, up the lip nose. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get some ice cream over here and then do some more Hollywood attractions. Got the peach sundae, tropical peach sundae cone. It looks pretty good, and it's melting, so I gotta eat it quick.
On the truck, the one and only.
So it looks like they're doing a show in New York, and this thing is heading toward it. So it's really weird having it go through Sci-Fi City to get there. Oh, I wonder if there are any Easter eggs in this thing. Oh, that's funny. This place is called Star Dots, and it's ice cream of the future. But I don't think they serve different dots here. That's pretty funny. I love the rap horn.
All that's left now is getting the green light from Optimus and from you recruits. So think it over.
Wow, the Transformers queue is weird.
I'm counting on you.
It's like mostly outdoors, but it's air conditioned.
Evac out for now.
Oh, maybe it's not. Now this looks like Florida. So this is the very first Transformers ride ever built. There's nobody here. Oh, and to get these glasses. That screen's not working. And here is maybe the load area? Yep, load area. So that team member was totally on her phone just now walking up this exit area for Transformers. That's actually really funny. So Transformers. Oh, this exit area is really weird. Different. Transformers. Pretty much identical. There's the same, you know, elevator and everything. The only difference I've noticed is the colors. Oh, this is neat. The colors are super bright on this Transformers compared to Florida's. Like Optimus Prime's like blue and red really pop, and Bumblebee's yellow really pops. Another difference is right between the scene where shoot, I'm trying to remember. It's towards the end of the ride. I want to say it's right between where Starscream jets off and right before you go into what's it called? The drop, you know, where you're on the elevator going down and you drop down the elevator. There's some signs that say like, do not enter. That one's new. That was cool. They don't have that in Florida and they're lit up. So that was actually really cool. Oh, these are really neat. I kind of like these. But yeah, they're kind of kiddie, but I do like them. But yeah, I do like, it was interesting, very new, very different. The queue was kind of weird though. It was a lot of switchbacks outside, but I'm assuming that might be like outdoor queue. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go do the rides in New York. Man, this show is still going on. I do like the way they do it. They actually have everyone on the outside, so there's more room for them to sit and watch the show. I like that. And they're out of the way, so people could go this way. I like the logistics of the show. Very well done. This ride looks awesome and so adorable. Well, we're here in the Sesame Street
May I have
ride.
your attention, please? We are experiencing technical difficulties causing a brief interruption in the experience at this attraction. Please remain seated in your vehicle, keeping your hands and feet inside at all times. We will keep you informed of further developments. Thank you for your patience.
So we abruptly stopped
各
here.
位游客请注意，由于一些技术问题，游乐车暂时停止移动，请您留在座位上，手脚不要伸出车外。如有任何进展，我们会马上通知您。谢谢您的耐心等待。
So we abruptly stopped here and the work lights just turned on. So maybe we might get an evac.
Yeah, we can even try.
May I have your attention, please? Our technicians have determined that your experience at this attraction cannot continue at this time.
Evac time.
Please remain seated in your ride vehicle until directed by Universal Studios crew members. Again, please remain seated until Universal Studios team members arrive to assist you. Thank you.
And
各
looks
位
like,
游客请注
looks
意
like we're gonna，get
技术
evac.
人员检查后确定我们无法继续
My
操
first
作
ride
游
on this
乐
thing,
车
and I'm getting evac.
请您留在座位上，等候环球影城工作人员的指示。再次提醒您留在座位上，等候环球影城工作人员来协助您。谢谢。
So I just totally got evac'd off of the Sesame Street dark ride. That was fun. Oh, that's a cool, what's it called, stand. But I was literally like maybe 2 scenes from the end, so I was really close to like finishing the actual ride. But yeah, that was fun. New evac credit. I think that was my first ride ever being evac'd of internationally. So I've been on a couple of evacs normally, but first time international. So now I'm in the line for the special effects show. Basically, it simulates having a typhoon or hurricane hit a warehouse that we're in. So it's kind of like, what's it called, Twister, basically. And like Backdraft, but with water.
Everybody is urged to remain calm. The authorities have the situation under control. All right, let's reset. Everything goes back to 1.
So the special effects show exits at the back of the facades, and they do not look like in good shape. There's a lot of water damage. But what do I know? Anyway, special effects show is pretty good. I think I like. Yeah, I think I want to say I like Twister better. This was neat though. How they had the boat come in and crash into the audience. That was neat. So I have about maybe like 45 minutes. So I'm gonna do what's it called? Battlestar Galactica instead, and skip Shrek 4D. I do want to do Shrek 4D, but I might say that as my last attraction if I can get these 2 done in time. So I'm gonna try to do Human first, then Cylon. I'm gonna try to get back row, and then head over to do Shrek. so let's go. All right, so just got a back row ride on Cylon and Human. Both were really good. I think I like Human better. You get a little more airtime on it. Cylon a little rattly in the back, but overall it is way better in the back. You do get some airtime on the drop. Oh, mommy's a 10-minute wait, but I'm gonna do I want to do Shrek. I want to do 40 Shrek 40. But yeah, overall it's a good ride, but it's not my favorite. Like, I don't think it's a world-class ride at all. Like, it's fine. I was a little underwhelmed, but it's still fun. The launches are fun though. It really feels like Lightning Rod launch, but like Lightning Rod, you lose all your steam going up the hill, so you don't get any airtime on the top of the hill. You only get it on the drop. But it's interesting because it starts off going up kind of like a lift hill, maybe a fast lift hill, and then it really kicks into gear like maybe one third to 25% of the hill up. Kind of like Hulk. But Hulk, you go up the lift hill slower at first. But yeah, overall, it's a good ride. It's not my favorite. I would say I prefer maybe Jungle Canopy Flyers, just because going backwards is fun. You don't expect it. But yeah, this park needs more rides. It's bad. And their hours are super short. Like, they're open from 11 to 6 today. That's crazy short amount of time. Especially if you don't have Express, like, there's no way you could, I don't know. It'll be tough to do everything you want to do. Anyway, here's Shrek. I have 8 minutes till the park closes, so this is probably gonna be my last ride. I was debating about doing this or doing what's it called again? Sesame Street again. But the problem with it, Sesame Street, is I did already do it. And I do miss Shrek, so I do want to do Shrek again. Oh, they have a Puss in Boots out here. Maybe I should go over here. And I think the girl is, I forgot the name of the girl. I think it's like Kitty Softballs maybe? But I love it. While I have some time. That's awesome. I love how they say lights, camera, action instead of like a cheese or something like that. See, it looks nice down here. Wow, this queue is so well done. And it's really nice air conditioning in here because it's extremely hot outside. Holy crap. It's a huge area. Holy crap, the dungeon area is humongous. Also, we totally skipped the pre-show, so I guess we're going in now? That is so weird. Whoa, this theater is humongous. Holy crap. So we totally skipped the pre-show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
And we're going straight in.
Just a few reminders.
So Shrek was fun. Pretty much the exact same as the Florida Orlando version, the former Orlando version. It was actually really funny. We totally skipped the pre-show. We went straight into the video. And another funny thing that happened was the video started before everyone got to sit down. So I guess they really wanted people to get out as quick as possible. So that was really funny. Oh, one more thing. At the Cylon side, I forgot to mention, on the Cylon side in the ride, Battlestar Galactica, they were making repeated announcements saying like, oh, Cylon wait time is 80 minutes. The park closes at 6. So this will be the last ride you're doing, you know, and be like, right now, human side has no wait. You could go do human side right now. So I thought that was actually really funny, trying to get people to like get out of line and go and do another ride so they could close up early in the Cylon side. See, so this was that Pinocchio animatronic I noticed at the last minute going up the lift hill. and his nose was like silver, so I think like what happened was his nose is supposed to grow, but like it chipped off the paint or whatnot. Oh, this is neat. This is the onion that she was in the ride, or in the show, the 4D show. This is actually really cool. I just noticed that. Oh yeah, very, very funny. Oh, another thing for Shrek 4D, the seats really bucked like crazy. Like I feel like it bucked more than the Orlando version. Like it almost bucked you out of your seat. Like your back gets smacked into the backrest more so than like the Florida version. Gotta get more views of my 350th and roller coaster. So there's the blind mice up there. That's awesome. But yeah, this park, it really needed to be open for like at least another hour. Like even if I had expressed, like I was really, granted I was really taking my time because I thought I had more time, but no. But at least I got technically all the attractions I wanted to do done. I wish, it's rare, you know, I wish I did get a full ride on the Sesame Street ride, and unfortunately I did get evac off of it, which is more rare, so that's a cool experience, my first international evac. And I do wish I got to explore a little bit more of the New York area, like the waterfront area. That looks pretty cool. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, when I was on the human side, on my last human ride in the back row, I got a semi-duel. Like literally, if we held for like maybe 5 seconds, we would have gotten a full duel. So like, while we were completing the first area, like certain sections of the ride, we would somewhat duel, like get some near misses and all that. Oh, and also this was used to be a Madagascar, maybe merry-go-round, but I guess it's down and being rethemed. But yeah, this park, it needs more rides and it needs to be open later. Oh, that's nice. They're still doing the games here, even after park closed. But yeah, overall, I do enjoy this park. It is really, it feels weird for a Universal park. Like, it's tiny, that's for sure. It really does feel like the the Hong Kong Disneyland of Universal. Let's hope some of the gift shops are open. Okay, this one's open, so I can go ahead. So that about does it for Universal Studios Singapore. Great park. It's fun. It's not my favorite, but it's a solid park. I enjoyed it. There are some differences, like you could tell, especially like for the Sesame Street ride. I wish I did get to ride it all the way through. That's my major like gripe, you know, not gripe, but like my major thing that I missed. And also see some of the shows. I didn't get to see like really any of the shows, like major shows like the Puss in Boots show, or you know, the donkey, like the what's it called? I think it's like Turtle Talk with Crush, but donkey. I didn't get to do that. But yeah, for the Sesame Street ride, one of the flaws for it is like when you're going through, you see the show scenes ahead of you before you actually get to them. So you see like static fig, they don't really activate until you actually get to them. So you see them there, but not doing anything. But then once you get to them, then they start moving and having audio. So that's a small little minor like nitpick, but it's noticeable, at least for me. But yeah, that's one minor flaw, but overall it's still a cute ride, very fun ride. Kids, the target audience which are kids, aren't gonna notice it. So weird how short this like main street area is. It still throws me off. Because most of the other, especially coming from Japan, because Japan, it's like a very long main street area, like super long, like almost like 3 to 4 times. Like it feels like 5 times the length of this main street area. I do like the Hollywood over here. That's a nice touch. And I do like how they have like photo ops everywhere, like one over here for Mario, Sesame Street over there. It does mess with the flow, but it still looks nice. And I also love how you can see the Universal Globe from the park, just like in Japan. And that about does it for Universal Studios Singapore. Fun park. I enjoyed my time here. I just wish there was more of it, so it leaves me wanting more, which is a good thing and could be a bad thing as well. Mostly because like I wish the hours were a little bit. I wish the hours were longer. That's what really killed me right here. I didn't even realize the arch up here when I was coming in. Like holy crap. That's actually really funny. My first time noticing this arch, because I came in from this way and went straight in. Didn't really pay attention. It's also really weird how everyone has like tripods here, or like monopods. Not expecting that. Okay, I gotta go. Later, Universal Singapore. It's been fun. Time to head out. So one little tidbit. To get to Sentosa Island by the monorail, starting April 1st, which was a couple days ago, which was 20 days ago, right now it's 21st, you have to pay to use the monorail to get on the island. But when you're leaving, it's free. So that's nice, at least my experience. There was nobody there collecting tickets or, you know, doing any ticketing, so very interesting.